There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
St. Chapter 5, Wallace Hanceville are 4-2 on Coastal South as we begin the 6th inning. Black with the DH will bat to lead off the 6th inning. And pops it up left side. Mason going back behind the plate and just couldn't hang on to it. It's no balls and straight to Blackwood. Blackwood, Jackson, and Lowry do up for Wallace Hanceville here in the 6th. And ground ball to third. It's Stevens. And good play by the third baseman for the first out of the 6th. Jackson, Wallace Hanceville's third baseman. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Wallace Hanceville regained the lead with 2 runs in the 5th. RBI single by Lawrence and a sacrifice fly by Heaps. One and 2. Lowry on deck. And it's fouled back. Still 1 and 2. Once again, I do apologize. I had issues with the internet connection down here. But that's been rectified. Oh, liner right to Stevens. 2 down. And now Lowry. Lowry has a single and a double. He's also scored twice in the game. Upstairs 2-0. So at the bottom of the 6th for Coastal South will be Threat, Scott, and Turner. Inside corner 3-0. It's now 3-1. Yeah, the ball 4, so a 2-out walk. Wallace Hanceville with a depleted roster this afternoon. Lowry makes it to first base, makes it on base for the third time today. And it's fouled off. The ball's in a strike. Campbell Singleton scored back in the fifth. He's also grounded out to the second baseman. That one is low. 1-1. It's going to schedule to play again on Saturday. That's it down the left field line, and that is foul into the corner. So that is a win for Coastal South. So right now, when you look on the ACCC standings page, Coastal South has a half-game lead on Shelton State and Gaston State. Coastal South at 21-8. Shelton State, Gaston State 20-8. Wallace Hanceville falls to 15-14. Runner goes, and that one to the right side. There's a base hit. Connor goes all the way to third on the play. That's the sixth hit for Wallace Hanceville. And there's Lawrence at the top of the order. Got 3 RBIs, home run to start the game, with sac fly with an RBI in the third, and a single back in the fifth. Line right to Jellin, that will do it for the sixth. Wallace Hanceville comes up empty. They stray in 2. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Count of 4-2 in favor of the Lions.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here. And be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
At the final for the Division II baseball tournament in Montgomery, Wallace Dothan defeats Central Alabama 2-1. So the second day of the tournament begins with a 5-1 win for Wallace Dothan, so they will advance. Central Alabama suffers its first loss of the tournament. They will take on LB Wallace tomorrow. Double State, Enterprise State coming up at about 3 o'clock. And Threat will lead off the sixth inning for Coastal Alabama South, trailing 4-2 here. And Luke Fernandez out for inning number 6. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits so far. Struck out back in the fourth. He takes ball one to the outside corner this time. Well, no foul, straight back. Ball on the strike threat. Scott and Turner are due up in the sixth inning for Coastal Alabama South. Also, the Bevel State and Coastal Alabama North softball. Enterprise State and LB Wallace in softball today. This is fouled off. 2-2. That one to left center field. That's going to drop in. And Thread has a hit, the fifth hit for Coastal South. He will stop at first. And time run will come to the plate. And Anderson Scott. Scott walked back in the second, singled in the fourth. Swing and a miss, Scott. Coastal South coming off a 4-game sweep of Sneed State last weekend. Wallace Dothan dropped the series of Calhoun 3-1. Hopped up right side. Howells over there in the corner. But he can't get to it. It's the top of the dugout. 0-2. Two from Fernandez outside, 1-2. All right, first, nobody out in the sixth. Gonna line the target again, 2-2. Jace Turner waits in the on deck circle. Three and two. It stays put and Scott strikes out. One down here in the sixth. Good. Fernandez now 4 strikeouts. Turner struck out in the second and walked back in the fourth. Still running at first with 1 out now. On 1. Kenny Leggett, the DH, is on deck. 2-1. Runner goes. That's a strike. Throw to second is in time. And now 2 down in the 6th. And the 2-2 count to Turner. So threat is caught stealing. Fernandez thought he was out of the inning, but he's not. And a brief conversation with the home plate umpire and Peyton, the catcher for Wallace Hanceville. Called strike 3. A little bit more inside than that last one was. In the event, goes still south, comes up empty. Pair of strikeouts in the inning for Fernandez. We're going to the 7th. It's 4-2 in favor of Wallace Hanceville.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
We reached the 7th inning. Wallace Hanceville enjoying a 4-2 lead right now on Coastal Alabama South. Heaps, Howes, and Payton due up for the Lions here in the 7th. Inning 7 starts the ball up top. He was struck out looking in the first, walked in the 3rd, and had a sac fly and a driving run in the 5th. And he swings and misses. 1-1. That was home plate umpire caught that one. Two and 1. And they're right, that's fouled off. Coming into the game, Wallace Hanceville's the team was hitting 260. Coastal Alabama South at 291. He fouls off another, still 2-2. Bevel State softball just completed a 7-1 win over Coastal Alabama North in Monroeville. This is heading down to the right center field, and that's going to be caught. One down here in the 7th. House fouls this one back, 0-1. Colton Payton now waits. Those fouls off another. Who's that? Who's that, Brent? Call strike 3. And that'll do it for him. There's Peyton after the strikeout of House. Two and 0. Swing and a miss, 2 and 1. It was Dominic Negron who made the play at right field for Coastal South to begin the 7th. So he's in for Turner. 3 and 1. Well, Perry would be next. This is Scott, the center. LeGrand is over there again, but this time is going to be Scott to put it away. And that'll do it. Lions go down in order. It's time to stretch and Bay Minette. 4-2 in favor of the Lions.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Leggett will lead things off by Kaylin Mason and Joseph Stevens, the bottom third of the Coastal Alabama South lineup. Fernandez has been strong through 6. They'll have to navigate another inning. Leggett hit to the field short in the 2nd. Oh, yeah, single back in the 4th. It comes up to lead off the 7th inning from Coastal South. And Fernandez delivers a strike. Ball went onto the field. Or some kind of a... That was a ball. Upstairs late, 1-1. That one towards left field. It is no drop by Lawrence. Lawrence just couldn't get to it. And Leggett is aboard. Here comes Mason. And those first ones stopped on plate umpire. I wonder if they'll get someone to run for Kennedy. And they will. Drake McBride will run at first base, four-legged. He's sitting out with an error. This is hitting the air, right side. Shallow outfield grass. It's caught by Chambliss. One down here in the seventh.
Number 3, Joseph Stevens.
Now Stevens. Stevens 0 for 2. So Brad still at first, one out here in the seventh. Up and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. One out here in the seventh. Jones Stevens on the bunt, pulls it back, and now the count is 3-0. Back to the top of the order with Walters for Coastal South. Three-0. Good 4 strikes, 3-1. All 4, so the tying runs are on board. O'Brien goes to second. Stevens first, and then bring up Walters. Let's see what we got right here. So Lane reached on there. He's being run for by McBride now at second base. Mason popped up to the second baseman. And just moments ago, Stevens walked to make it first and second. So no pitcher for Wallace Hanceville. Decent start for Luke Fernandez, and now he will hand it over to Braden Heaps, the lefty. Heaps this season, making his 9th appearance. He's 1-0 with a 2.79 ERA, and 9 2/3 innings, allowed 3 runs on 9 hits with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. So Heaps comes in for Fernandez, who went 6 1/3. So Heaps will face off with Walters first, followed by Payne and Jellin. One out here in the 7th. That was going to be the last warm-up toss for Heaps before we get back to action here. Oh, won't be. Ball on to Walters. Got one line to right, but that's going to be foul. Inside. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Well, was the first to face Heaps in the bottom of the 7th. Just missed 3-2. Seth Payne is on deck. That was at first and second. Oh yeah, one out here in the 7th. That one is in the right field and going deep to the wall. It's gone. Quincy Walters hits a 3-run home run, and it's 5-4 for the 6th hit of the game for Coastal South. Walters just hit his 4th home run of the season and then his 33rd RBI. 2 of the 3 runs will go against Fernandez, and Walters' runner coming in will go against Heaps. So just one batter to that out of his face, and now Eli Cannon will try to throw balls and strikes for Wallace Hanceville. So he'll be the first to take on Cannon.
Number 33, Seth Payne.
Two into the pain with Magellan on deck. Swampers put Coastal South on top with the 3-run home run. And Payne fouls it off. 2-2. That was chopped to the pitcher. Throw to first. Just in time.
Number 13, Derek Jellin.
I'll bring up Jellin, who was 0 for 3 in the game. Ooh, that one hits Jellin. And Jellin's at the first base. Up in the 8th. For the Lions will be Perry, Blackwood, and Jackson. So kind of hits the batter. Adds to his team leading 30 RBIs. Now with 33 with that 3-run shot. Now with a chance to keep the inning alive. And that one was outside, ball, no strikes. Ground ball foul off, 1-1. Almost. Rio is grabbed the third. Well, first, and that is out number 3. Walters gives Coastal South the lead with a 3-run home run. We go to the 8th. It's 5-4 in favor of Coastal South.
There once was a young coyote.
You're fired.
He found himself ill-suited for the jobs of the world. He struggled to compete in the corporate environment.
Yeah, this isn't working out.
And failed at the simplest of tasks.
I think I'm gonna have to let you go.
No matter how hard he tried, his coyote hands were just not meant for regular jobs.
That guy is fired.
Until one day, when he was hired for the perfect job. To become a mascot. And then he found the place where he could thrive. Find the place where you thrive at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Trevor Ferris is the new pitcher for Coastal South. Pitched 2 2/3 innings, allowing 2 runs. Just allowing 2 hits with 2 strikeouts against Snead State in the 5-1 win this past Saturday. So it'll be first to go up against. So apparently the first up will go against them in the 8th inning. South just had the lead. Good start to the outing for Ferris. Strike to Perry. Blackwood and Jackson also due up here in 8th. Also South with his first lead of the game. And that's line right to Jellen. Nice diving play. One down here in the one down in 8th, I should say. Let's see what we got here. One inside. So 1-0 to Blackwood. Jackson's on deck. I know. Was a strike, 3-1. Three and 2. One out in the 8th. AC has 6 hits in the air. The difference, though, is a 3-run home run by Walters in the 7th. Man, that one just missed. Ball 4. Jackson after the walk. 1-0. Jackson's 0 for 3 in the game. Lined out to the third baseman his last time up. Throw down to second is in time. And they get Blackwood trying to go to second base. So base running miscue there for Wallace Hanceville, and now just runners. And now the bases are empty. I'm probably going to come out and break it up. Collins on the mound is over. And now Jackson. Two balls and no strikes to Jackson. It's now 3-0. Jackson takes all the way, takes strike one. And in the air, left center field, but it's going to stay in the park. And Scott is there to put it away, and that will do it for the eighth. Coastal South looks to add some insurance to a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the eighth here from Bay Minette.
When you're starting something new, it's never easy. You're going to make mistakes. You'll doubt yourself. But you're in a place that wants you to succeed, thrive. And soon, it will just start to feel right. Suddenly, you'll get it. Your fear will turn to confidence. First-time tasks become second nature. And what seemed impossible is right in front of your eyes. Because once the light bulb goes on, there's no turning back. You may wonder how you got here. And be glad you did. That's Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
Bottom of the eighth, Scott, Turner, and Leggett will come up. Quincy Walters' 3-run home run for Coastal South in front in the seventh. I'll try to add some insurance before Wallace Hanceville comes up with the last six in the ninth.
Number 10, Addison Scott.
And here's Scott. Scott struck out his last time up. He's also singled and walked in the game. And it's foul off. Leading off the eighth is Scott, 1-1. Inside, watch out. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Upstairs, 3-2. And Scott saves the at bat. 3-2. Two hits Scott, and Scott will hit the first base. The next one comes in, hitting for a Turner. Replace him in right field. Ground ball. The pitcher will try to flip it and just gets him in time. Scott does go to second on the play. Silas Cunningham will come in and hit for Leggett. So Scott now at second, one out. Foul off on Cunningham, 0-1. Jaden Mason, the catcher, on deck. Miss the outside corner, 1-1. Ground ball left side, and one by Jackson. 2 down. Mason's 0 for 3. He can. All no strikes. Go to the ninth. It will be Lowry, Chambliss, and Lawrence. For Wallace Hanceville, and trailing by a run right now. Nice to check the swing and 2-0 is on time. 2-1. One popped up, still in play, and there's no play. So now runners at first and third. 7th hit for Coastal South. Stevens looks at a strike. 0-1. And that gets past the shortstop. Scott will score. Mason will stop at second. And a huge insurance run there for Coastal South. Back to the top of the order now with Walters. Walters, that big 3-run home run in the 7th for Coastal South in front. Two balls, no strikes. Walters. Three balls and no strikes to Walters. Seth Payne is on deck. And another walk. Base is loaded now, and Payne will come to the plate. Let's see how well State will play this. Remember, they only have a depleted roster coming in, and they'll have to change them out again. So, we'll have a warm-up and come back. 2-0 is the score.
We are the Pack. We are Coyotes. We are Coastal Alabama. This is where you'll thrive.
The pitch for Wallace, Hanceville, number 30, Grayson Howard.
Number 33, Seth Payne.
And Howard is making his 14th appearance. He's 2-1 with a 3 ERA. 21 innings, has landed 8 runs on 23 hits with 12 walks and 14 strikeouts. Bases loaded, 2 out. A run is already in for Coastal South. Ball's on a strike. Ball on a strike. Mason at third. Stevens at second. Walters at first. That one is over the shortstop, but did not have a play. Everybody's safe. It's 7-4. Bases remain loaded. 9th hit for Coastal South. And Jellin fouls this one off. Already swing and miss. And then it's 0-1. Going to do up in the ninth is going to be Lowry, Chambliss, and Lawrence for Wallace, Hanceville. Trailing by 3. This one is down the third baseline. It's a fair ball. 1 run scores. Rounding third is Walters. He will score. So the third is not in time. So 2-run single for Jellin, and it's 9-4. Threat is the 9th batter of the inning for Coastal South here in the 8th. Hitting into center field. Heaps is under it though. And that will do it for inning number 8. It's going to be last sticks now for Wallace, Hanceville. After adding 4 runs in the 8th, Wallace, Hanceville needs 5 runs to tie and 6 to take the lead in the top of the 9th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Reach the top of the 9th. Wallace, Hanceville, and Coastal Alabama South, and right now it's 9-4 in favor of Coastal South. Coastal South 7 runs over the last 2 innings. So they've taken the lead. Lowry, Chambliss, and Lawrence do up in the 9th. Here for Wallace, Hanceville. Last sticks for the Lions. Ball, no strikes. Ferris trying to nail down the final 3 outs. From Coastal South, another win for the Coyotes. Ground ball to third. This is Stevens. 1 down. The team will play again on Saturday up in Hanceville. Now Chambliss. To right center field. That is going to drop for a base hit. And kicked around by Negron. And was able to cut it off enough to keep it a single. 7th hit for Wallace Hanceville. Barnes at the top of the order, takes a strike. This is hitting into left field and deep, and that one is gone. Second home run of the day for Lawrence, and it's 9-6. He's got 5 RBIs for the game. He's driven in 5 of the 6 runs. So that's 2 for Wallace Hanceville here in the 9th. Still only 1 out. And Heaps to the plate. Heaps takes a strike. One and 2. Next week, Coastal South will take on Gadsden State, the final 4-game series of the regular season. Still 0-2. Hanceville will take on Southern Union next week. One and 2. Not sure what that means, but it went somewhere, I guess. And that's fouled off. Two into the dirt. Throw the first is in time, and there are 2 outs. How's the last hope? He fouls off the first pitch. One. Popped up in the left field. Thread is under it. And that'll do it. Coastal South wins it 9-6. And they take the first 2 games of the series. They'll play at Hanceville on Saturday. Thank you for joining us once again here on JockJive. Sorry about the technical issues we've had throughout the day, but it is a final for Coastal South 9-6 here in Bay Minette. I'm Mark Darrington saying so long from everyone here at JockJive Sports. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday afternoon.